Welcome to the Business Finance Bulletin, episode 199. Welcome again to the Business Finance Bulletin. With me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance experts. In this bulletin, new bank CountingUp aims to streamline banking and bookkeeping. Ratesetter pulls out of unsecured business loan market, and renewed focus on late payment following Karelian collapse. One aspect of running a business that many business owners find a bit of a challenge is bookkeeping. Yes, you've got everything to do on a day-to-day basis to keep your business going and growing, and yet you have all the administration and bookkeeping tasks to go with it. Well, innovation in the banking market continues with news of a new challenger bank being launched called CountingUp. Now, CountingUp is a mobile-based business account, which is currently all a trade, but here's the difference. The banking app links in and acts as a bookkeeping function as well. Now, perhaps not surprisingly, this business has been set up by a founder of ClearBooks, the online accounting software packager. So perhaps it's not surprising that they thought that, hey, hang on a second, we've got a bank account which has all the banking transactions necessary to pull a profit and loss and a tax return together. And that's what this service will do. Alongside the banking app, you'll be able to very quickly build up your own profit and loss and do your tax return, which, as I record this, coming towards the end of January 2018, many business owners are still grappling with pulling all the figures together. So the app has just gone into launch, and if you fancy opening a business account with CountingUp, just go along to their website, which is countingup.com, and there you can download the app, or go along to Google Play or Apple App Store, and there you will find the app. Later in the year, the bookkeeping function will be launched. So there we are, a great new service designed to streamline banking and bookkeeping. One of the positive consequences to come out of the credit crunch in 2007-2008 was, as we know, the rise of alternative lenders. These really have been the saviour of small businesses, particularly when banks were not that interested during the depths of the credit crunch in supporting small businesses. Now, obviously, Funding Circle was one of the bigger ones that started off and continues to be in that market, and is followed closely by Ratesetter. Now, Ratesetter primarily started off as lending on a peer-to-peer or crowdfunding basis to individuals. But about 18 months, 2 years ago, they launched into offering unsecured business loans. Well, they have just announced that they decided to exit that unsecured business loan market. They have now decided that they're going to concentrate on property and asset-backed lending. In other words, they want hard security behind their loans. So they're still there to support small businesses, but not on the unsecured side. Of course, that leaves the big player of Funding Circle probably really dominant in the marketplace now. A few of the smaller players in the background, but Funding Circle very much leading the way. So it's quite disappointing from Ratesetter, but hey, at least they're going to revamp their product set. So if you do have security and you want an alternative lender, not dealing with the bank, so if the bank has said no, at least it continues to be an option there. To find out more about what Ratesetter can do on your business, go along to ratesetter.com, or alternatively, just drop us an email, info@businessloanservices.co.uk. Well, the fallout from the Carillion liquidation continues. Karelian was the UK's second largest construction company, and it's becoming clear that many small businesses have been directly affected by this liquidation, in that they are not going to get paid as subcontractors or members of the supply chain because of this collapse. Now, as I mentioned in the previous bulletin, banks have already put aside emergency funding packages to help those small businesses affected in order to boost cash flow and hopefully keep them going. But as lessons start to come out, focus is already being given now on late payment. Now, the government has been very focused over the last few years on getting businesses to voluntarily sign up to the prompt payment code. Now, the code, as I said, is voluntary. It's designed to be like a set of guidelines and standards for larger businesses about how they deal with smaller businesses in terms of payment, making sure contracts are very clear, the terms of payments are clear, that businesses can't go changing the terms of payment at the last minute, all about being supportive. Now, rather bizarrely, Carillion actually was a signatory to the prompt payment code. So naturally, questions are being asked. what's the point of having a code if bigger firms like Karelian effectively ignored it? So we're going to see a lot more focus now on late payment, and discussions are already happening about is further legislation needed to make sure that smaller businesses are not victim to larger businesses which fall over, or just victims to late payment generally. The Federation of Small Businesses has already tabled a proposal that where government contracts are concerned, they're asking for a special project bank account to be set up, where government money is put into this bank account and really held on behalf of all small businesses, and to make sure that money is ring-fenced. So if there's larger contractors do fail, at least payment is secure, to make sure that those small businesses don't lose out. A great initiative. Let's see how far that goes. So this topic of late payments is not going to go away, and neither will be the lessons coming out from the Carillion collapse. Well, that's it for another Bulletin. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. I look forward to being with you next time. In the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week. Bye-bye now.